Well, hi guys, it's Jim, and I know I've taken another long vacation from doing gaming videos, but I'm back, as usual. We got a couple of upcoming World of Warships battles I'm likely to highlight here. This is the first one of them. This battle happened back in, I want to say November, either that or December, somewhere around that time period. And it was in my Myoko, right shortly before I was able to upgrade this to, I better turn my sound down, otherwise we're going to get double sound here. Yeah, it was right before I think I was upgraded this to Mogami. I've got the Mogami, I think, all upgraded too, so that's how much I've been playing that one. It's come in handy for some missions, that's for sure. There were tier 8 requirements for some of the missions over the holidays. So what makes the Myoko a good ship? Well, it's really maneuverable. The guns are very consistent and accurate. And they do decent damage, especially when used, say, with HE. I think I have demolition, I want to say, on this captain. I think I did anyways at this point. And calling out cover for destroyers. I like to do that. This is the Okinawa map. Is that the right map name? I think so. And it can go really sideways with certain teams. And I thought this battle was going to go that way, but then it seemed to be swinging around. And we'll see here how I do. We're cruising up into the A point, which usually gets a lot of cruisers and destroyers. Sometimes a battleship or two will try to do drive-bys in here, but you know, very very rarely. And it's usually at this tier level we are doing. I can't even do my control-y things. Usually when I do previews, I can still activate stuff. I can't. This is locked in. This is the video. I mean, I could speed the video up or slow it down, and do stuff like that, but I can't actually do some of my stuff like look at, you know, the team screen and stuff like that. Anyways, and I did that because I wanted to make sure I got this recorded before the versions changed. They were about to upgrade to a new version, and of course then you potentially risk these replays not working at all. The replay system on World of Warships is a bit crap at the moment. I wish they'd spend some time on it and polish it up a bit. But all right, so we're going to cruise into A here. We're gonna be looking out for a destroyer or two. That York we can see is moving towards this cap point. The majority of the other team, you can see they're kind of moving to the east, the enemy team. So that's why I feel safe doing this, which often, you know, depending on which way the teams go, this would be an unsafe position or for a cruiser like this. The bad thing about the Myoko, of course, is that from broadsides you can take a lot of citadels and essentially be chewed up very rapidly and spit out and basically be either dead or near death. And of course there's no heal on this cruiser, as people are getting used to with some of the new cruisers. This one is not one of those that has a heal capability. I've been playing the British cruisers, for example, lately, and you know, you can play the Edinburgh at tier 8 and wow, you know, just constantly be refreshing your health and so forth. So and of course this is tier 7. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and try to scare this York off. I think where the assumption is that there's maybe a destroyer or something up here, but we don't know that yet. Anyways, there's 3 destroyers in the enemy team. It looks like 2 have been spotted in the middle of the map, so that leaves 1 unaccounted for, I believe, at this point. So we're just, you know, lobbing our HE rounds off there, trying to get some fires on the York, or maybe some that are. We don't have. This is prior to the inertia fuse skill, so I didn't have that on this captain. I may have it on the Mogami now. I want to say maybe I do. I've upgraded the Mogami captain. I decided, even though this will turn out to be a nice result, very nice result for me, I decided not to keep this ship. And they did just release this kind of dragon ship, which was essentially a Myoko. So if I get bored and want to go back to playing Myoko, I can always play the dragon ship, I suppose. But I would probably recommend a lot of people who get up to this level on World of Warships, you know, think carefully about, you know, before they kind of get rid of this ship, because it's certainly at tier 7 is nice. And also ranked play. I don't know if anybody's done ranked play lately, but it's all tier 7 ships all the way through to the first rank position. You play tier 7 ships, so don't get rid of your tier 7s if you want to play ranked, because you'll need those guys. All right, so we're just pounding, you know, pounding this York, pound, lots of HE shots, trying to keep our rate of fire going here. One thing I always try to remember when I'm playing World of Warships is the way the British thought in naval warfare, which, at least in the sailing age anyways, which was basically volume of fire. You constantly want to be putting out shots because eventually that's going to wear the enemy down. And it did in this case. You know, we took our first kill there with the York. 31,000 damage so far. So now we capped A, and we didn't get the credit for capping A. I guess we must have driven out of A, maybe, or is it already capped? I think it might have already been capped when we got there. So but we have, looks like we might have some free reign on all the ships over here on the southeast. So, but of course, some of them are going to take notice of me, I'm sure. And I've got another cruiser here moving up with me. I can't remember when. It looks like 2 battleships are also moving up, and they're making a really bad mistake there. Actually, I should point out, they're going to be, for the most part, unable to fight those 2 battleships and maybe even that cruiser following them for quite a while, and that could hurt the team. So. What I did, obviously, in this scenario was try to push through to A to help out any DDs in this, the Udall, I think was the first DD in the capital, and support them basically, and then quickly push through as a light cruiser, or I don't know if this is a CA or a CL. I think it's, maybe it would be considered like an armored cruiser, but from the front it's pretty good anyways. Anyway, so we're pounding on the main end, trying to get some fire damage and some, just basically get his engines out and get him not maneuverable. That is generally, if you don't have a destroyer captain with the last stand perk, you are going to need it, because nowadays with all the HE flying around, you just get your engines knocked out constantly. So essentially with that perk you can keep moving and keep maneuvering. But it looks like this guy does not have that in a tier 7 Mayhem. So yeah, he's going to pay the ultimate price, and we get our second kill, which was nice. Because, you know, there were other teammates flying around. I'm firing at him. I'm not claiming to be all the damage here, doing all the things. This very much is going to be a team. Now I've taken a slight battering there from the Nagato and lost 80% of my health now. So I will be playing a lot more conservatively. And a lot more, basically cautiously, trying to stay out of his range. I got within 8 kilometers or so of him, and that is not a thing you want to do against a battleship that has fairly decent, accurate guns at that range. So yeah, we put out a spread of torpedoes on the Nagato. We're trying to, again, do some more HE shots. I don't know if I fire much AP in this game. I don't think I do. I think at one point I decided that, just isn't worth the switching back and forth, because a lot of times when you're switching back and forth, you're, again, losing that volume of fire that is very important to keep up on the enemy, because every one of those HE shells, for example, that connects is just, that much more damage. So we took him out with 3 torpedo hits, and again, our third kill. So up to 70,000 damage. I think if I remember the damage totals correctly, it's not going to get a lot huger than this, but other numbers are going to increase. So, and this game, and so far my team, I'm the only person that's killed anyone. Those three dead enemies are all by me. So, yeah, at this point I really thought that, oh, great, I'm having a good game, and my team's gonna just, choke here, and we're gonna lose, because the enemy team's behind. Not sure how. We're just capping B, so I guess it is the point totals from the ships basically that's kept us kind of neck and neck. But we are. It looks like we're going to cap B, hopefully. And we're just I'm looking around, checking the scenery. Beautiful game. I really this game is deceptively nice in terms of its graphics lately. It's really been not something you really look for in these games, especially in it's kind of an arcade-like, a ship combat game. It's not really meant to be utterly realistic. If it was, then when we went into a smoke screen, yeah, we couldn't see the ships perfectly. I love the ability. We pull into a smoke screen, an enemy ship sees the ship, and then we get a perfect view of the enemy ship to shoot at, like that would actually happen in real life. I mean, they'd be able to call out position and stuff like that, but they're not going to be able. They'd be able to direct fire, but you wouldn't get an exact position. At best, you'd be able to shoot torpedoes, and maybe get torpedo hits and things like that. So, we're just trying to, again, get some hits on these guys at long range. I believe 15.6 or so is the range on these guns with the proper enhancements and so forth. or the gun module upgrade. Trying to get the fire maybe going on that Tirpitz. Again, I'm not really sure here. I want to stay in a position where if they do fire at me, I can maneuver. Only having 5,500 health, literally, it would only take 1 or 2 good shots from them to put me out of my misery. They're getting hammered by torpedoes there. Well, actually, those torpedoes are just running out of steam. But he got hit by a couple, it looks like there, maybe. Maybe? I couldn't tell. It looked like they just ran out of steam. But so we're just, again, keeping up the volume of fire. Team's doing better. We've knocked out one more ship now. Looks like the other destroyer has killed one. Well, one of our remaining destroyer. Oh, nope. Our remaining destroyer. Yep. So we've only got the one DD at the moment, and they've got one as well. And again, just keep firing, keep firing. You know, it's really, this is all maneuvering and firing basically. There were a couple moments here where I'll try to catch them. Maybe it already happened once, but where they are taking shots at me, seeing a low health Myoko out there and being like, oh yeah, let me get him. But you know, you just have to keep watching. As you see, I'm pulling in, pulling out of sniper view mode here. You have to keep watching what's going on around you, because if you don't have a warning for the Captain's Perk for being targeted, long range targeting, you're not going to know that they're firing at you. I've just got the detection. So there's the one I was thinking of, or actually two here that looks like maybe the Atago and the Tirpitz tried to hit me. That was really close there. That one almost did me in probably. He's firing again, but this time he's firing at the Bismarck. He's like, that damn cruiser, moving back and forth. So we're up to 70k, 75k damage at this point, and our 3 kills, correct? 4 kills. I missed one. What the heck? What the heck did I kill? So I guess at that point where I was saying our team was doing better, and I killed, there was 4 kills. Yeah, I killed that guy too. You're probably like, yeah, Jim, you just killed somebody. You forgot. You didn't even notice. And this game was so. I mean, it seems kind of relaxed because I'm narrating it now, but obviously when it was happening, it was very, very fast-paced because it was just firing from pretty much beginning to end. I mean, I've only gotten 64 hits so far. I wish I knew how many shots I'd fired. It probably maybe double or triple that. But yeah, a lot of shells in the air basically, and maybe we can get this guy 959. Oh, yep, we got that guy too. So there's our Kraken Unleashed with we still got 5 enemies left. So at this point I'm like, oh great, this is a great game in the Myoko. I really like this ship. And of course, you know, again, it's all a matter of like some players, including myself, you know, get down to this, or get to that point where the Nagato hit me, and we're like, oh screw it, YOLO, you know, let's go ahead and, you know, just do this or that or whatever, because I'm going to be dead in a second anyways. You just have to avoid those kinds of rush judgment calls, because, you know, this is what happens if you kind of persist and carry on and just try to really do everything to your maximum ability in terms of keeping yourself safe and getting those shots off, but not letting the enemy get easy hits on you and so forth. And I admit there's, you know, plenty of RNG in this. That Tirpitz could have fired at me and one of his shots could have gone wide and I wouldn't have been able to avoid it and so forth. But you know, that luckily didn't happen to me so far in this game. So yeah, that's the nice thing I think about the way I've been playing both World of Warships and World of Tanks lately is that, you know, you have to just kind of give your best, and, you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work, and try not to get so, you know, upset about team losses and stuff. So the eye over here is slowing down, luckily, so I'm able to take fire at him or shoot at him because he's basically just not even paying attention to me. Believe me, if I was on the enemy team and I saw that there was a guy out there with 5 kills, I'd be like, that guy's priority target. Because, you know, when people get on rolls like that, it really is, you know, it's a morale booster. So you're out there just like, I can get more. You know, because I think maybe at this point maybe 6 or 7 kills was my max in the game. I want to say it was 6 actually, which I was been kind of surprised at. I was like, you know, do more in World of Tanks. I've gotten a Pools Medal in World of Tanks before. I can get them straight. So it was like, I don't know, do I want to, you know, why can't I do more than 5-6 kills, you know, in an average game? So this game was a bit of a wake-up call that, you know, again, if you kind of play to your max abilities, I'm really going out here that Ibuki is, I believe, targeting me, or I can't remember if he's targeting me or shooting. I think he is. I think there's shots incoming on me a couple times here. And I'm really, really... Oh, now he's firing at the Bismarck. Of course, he's a lot closer to the Bismarck, so that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm really, again, trying to stay out here. Stay on the edge. Stay up in the back. Camp the back. Well, when you have 5,500 health, you should be camping the back. And anybody who complains that if you're playing that way and people complain, then clearly they're just reckless. They don't understand that, imagine you're the captain of this ship and you've got like thousands of crewmen or like 600 crewmen or whatever a cruiser like this would have. And, you're thinking about your men. Now, granted, in this scenario, we're just thinking about ourselves usually, the way we play the games. But there we go. North Carolina took a shot at us. But again, we maneuvered and, not necessarily because of him, but just keep maneuvering. So yeah, it's I was going to draw the illusion though before, or the parallel before. I think with World of Tanks, because the RNG factor can essentially basically be like, you pull out 5 enemies there, you're dead. That can happen in this game. Believe me, you come around a corner against an island and there's a bunch of DDs or cruisers all having launched torpedoes at you. You can easily be dead quickly. But with the normal play of this, because you're much further away and it takes a lot longer to land fire on your ship, there is the ability, I think, to kind of outmaneuver or outplay the opponent if you are constantly looking at it from that position. So quickly here, I saw this Yagumo sneaking through. I was like, okay, get a chance to get him out of the game. Killed probably the Ibuki there from a fire, and now we're going for the Yagumo. Can we get him? Can we get him? And we've got 6 kills, 7 kills. Now we've got the Yagumo too. So, there's just the Atago left. And at this point, I'm thinking 7 kills. Yeah, I believe either that or 6 was my max. So, I might have just hit a personal max here. And I'm like, there is no way I'm going to get any more kills in this game. It is not possible. Look at all those enemies out there. Look at all the one enemy out there. And we've got 4 ships left. Or 4 ships total. 3 ships left. They're going to kill that guy before I can possibly ever get over there to kill him, right? Right? Oh, well, maybe not. But I might have foreshadowed a little too heavily there. But so we've done 88,000 damage. We've gotten the, I'm not sure what that award is next to the Kraken award. Is it a Wither or something? I don't know. But we've done a bunch of damage. So I'm going to try to remember. I think I've got these screens, but you know what? They may be at home. I'm going to have to add those onto this after that. Actually, no, this computer is the one I had at home, so they'll be on this computer. I'm actually at my office doing this because it has the stuff all loaded up on it already. So yeah, we're going after that Atago. He's down to, I don't know, 8,300 health there. Surely my team will get him before I do, because 8 kills. That's too many for one ship to get, isn't it? I mean, I kind of felt guilty about it, looking back at it. 94,000 now damage, 90 almost 95,000. It was like, that's not a lot of damage for a whole game like this. I mean, clearly my team did a lot of other damage to all the other ships. So, all right. So here's the screenshots of this. We've got we received 401,000 credits, 3,500 plus XP. We did. Is that a Wither? I think that is a Wither, isn't it? I can't tell, but we'll see. 99,521 damage total at the end there. 87 target hits, 3 torpedo hits, 7 incapacitations, 8 destroyed, obviously. 10 fires and 1 flooding. And we've got a base XP on that one of 2,382. Shot down no planes. Of course, the only planes up were scout planes, I believe. Looks like the Lo Yang did really well on our team. He was the other guy that I thought I'd done that other kill, but he did end up getting 1 kill and one plane downing. Our Bismarck got 1 kill, and our Kutuzov got 2 kills. So, and he didn't survive actually. So, ironically, none of the guys below the Bismarck got any kills. Planes knocked down there. So, yeah, we did 31,000 on the York, 29,000 on the Nagato, 11,000 on the Tirpitz. The Takao or whatever, we did 10.6 on. 9,000 on the Mahan, Fubuki, none on the Iowa. We must have, spotted him or something. And 712 on that Tirpitz and 761 on the Yagumo. So, but yeah, we, it's just overall, like I said, I'm proud of it as a good game. 8 kills. I mean, I don't see too many rounds even featured on videos and stuff that have done 8 kills. So, I'm trying to remember one that I've seen that high. I don't think I have seen an 8 kill game so far. So yeah, I'm good with that. Been enjoying the game lately. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give me a thumbs up, like, whatever if you did. If you didn't, well, fine. I don't care. Thanks for sticking around, though. I know my subscriber count's been going up and down and up and down, but it's actually up to an all-time high now, 335. So I am hoping to try to do some more content now that I have time set up or whatever. I can do more, hopefully. I've got some nice other games, like I said, I'm probably going to feature for World of Warships. We'll do some World of Tanks. I'm still playing World of Tanks, so once I have a game that I'm like, oh god, that's something I really have to feature, I'll do that. I just can't think of anything recently that's still working with the replay system. That's something I want to feature. But I think I did actually I do have one at home that I might be able to do. So been playing a lot of the Swedish tank destroyers and other such ships. So other such tanks. Sorry, my brain is ahead of my mouth. And also been doing some other finally getting some other tanks and such unlocked, like the 4502B. Trying to get grind to the mouse, but they're about to change it over, so hopefully I don't get screwed on that one. But well, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time on PC War Machine.